everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Can all of you hear me, see my screen? Yes, great, amazing, excited. That's great. I'm also very happy to see all of you guys once again. How is everybody doing? Jackass. That's a nice one. Good to see you. Good to see you as well. I'm really glad to be talking to you once again in this absolutely phenomenal session that we have today on research and RAGs. Okay, we'll be discussing all about it, but how are all of you guys doing? How is your learning going? And tell me about it. Just came from work. That's nice. See, you just came from work. My work has just started. So, things happen. Excited, your look has changed. My look has changed. Not really. I think I've just combed my hair. Doing good, learning good. Till now, not started. We'll start in just 2 minutes, guys. My co-star method is working awesome for you. That's great. That is great. That's very nice to hear. Why is the music playing once again? All right, that's great. Not started yet. Learning is great. Good evening. Good evening. Not able to download. What are you not able to download? Find it interesting. All right. All right. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started for today's session now. So I'm going to disable the chat for just why don't I take all the sessions? Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. So, all right, I'm going to disable the chat for just 5 minutes so that I can talk to you guys. Now, so what are we going to cover in today's session? Let's set the expectations for today's session so that you guys are also ready about what we are going to conduct today. Okay. So for today's topic, we have two things for today. Okay. The first thing I'm going to teach you is how to do research with the help of AI. Of course, we'll go into deep into all of that, what we are going to cover in research. And then we are going to discuss RAGs. Now, if you remember in the first session, I stopped on a suspense. Okay, I stopped on a suspense. Key rags are something that you can use. Rags are something that you can use which contain your personal library or which contains your proprietary information. Okay, so we're going to cover research, and then when we download some material from that research part, we are going to create rags out of it. Okay, so today we are going to create gems or custom GPTs, and I'm also going to show you how you can run LLM on your machine without even connecting to the internet. Okay, now that is slightly advanced stuff. Don't worry too much about it, but we are going to have lots and lots of fun. Okay, so are you guys ready for today's session? Yes. Great. All right. Now, you guys already know most of the stuff from our first session. Okay. So, you guys already know how I conduct sessions. So, I don't need to tell it to you again and again. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with me already. Okay. So, of course, most of you guys already know me. Of course, most of you guys already know me since I took your first session. But just in case anybody is attending the first session today, my name is Aman Saurav. I am the program director at BTNX. I ensure that our content is up to date. Okay, I ensure that you guys are enjoying the session, and I also ensure that you guys are getting a lot of information as well. Okay, now I have taken corporate trainings. This we have already discussed in our first session, and I also provide my LinkedIn as well. Today is your first session. No worries about it if you have missed the previous sessions. Absolutely no worries. For the previous sessions, you can get the recordings as well. Okay. All right, let's continue. Guys, I'm not going to discuss all of these things right now. Is this photo AI generated? Yes. That photo is AI generated. That is how good looking I am on AI. And this is let's continue. Okay. Now, since for some of you today we have our first session, okay, I can notice that some of you are saying that today is your first class. Let's set some ground rules. Okay, let's set some ground rules, and we're going to start in just 5 minutes. Okay, guys, those who have attended our previous sessions, don't worry, just wait for 5 minutes. We'll be beginning in just 5 minutes. Okay, now the first thing is attend the entire session. If you do not attend the entire session, you cannot say ki bhai samajh mein nahi aaya. Okay, so attend the entire session, you're going to love it. Okay, second thing, you guys absolutely need to listen. ठीक है, सवाल बाद में, सुनना पहले. Okay, so guys absolutely need to listen, and if you want, you can make notes. If you don't want, you can avoid notes. That's absolutely fine. Okay, why are you guys continuously talking about the LMS? Let's focus. Okay, don't distract the trainer. Anyways, let's continue. So definitely listen well and make notes. If you want to make notes, you can make notes. Otherwise, you will anyways get notes at the end of the session on your LMS. No worries about it. Okay. The third thing is whatever websites, tools I'm going to show you right now, you will not be able to implement it right now. Okay. But you can implement it later on when you watch the recordings. Okay. So right now, let me show you the proper way. Okay, and look at it properly so that when you try on your own, okay, when you try on your own, you will be able to do it. Okay, so right now, do not try to download the software, do not try to go to those websites, just look at it right now, make notes, absorb everything, you will be able to do it later. Okay, apart from that, you guys already know I keep enabling and disabling the chat. You guys already know that, you are familiar with it. Okay, apart from that, whatever questions you ask in the session, if I feel that they are relevant, I will answer those to you. Apart from that, in the first session I had also shown you how can use Brainfish, which is present in our LMS to basically solve your issues. Apart from that, you already know we have weekly doubt sessions Monday to Friday. And lastly, I had said self-help is the best help. Okay, you must know how to use AI to get your own help. And finally, you will get a feedback form. Definitely put in whatever you liked, whatever you did not like in that feedback form. Okay, so that we are able to improve our sessions as we go further. Okay, now continuing, what do we have on topic for today? Now, today is going to be a power packed topic. Okay, today is going to be an absolutely power packed topic. You cannot miss a minute of it. Okay, so today I have the session divided into two halves. The first half is basically research part of it, where I'm going to show you how you can download books, research papers, where AI can help you with all of that. And finally, we'll be discussing rags. What are rags? We'll discuss all of that. No need to worry about it right now. So we are going to do all of that today. Okay. Now, so like I said, I'll just take one more minute. Okay. Is everybody ready for today's power packed session? Ready? Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right, all right. Now, I absolutely do not want you guys to be distracted. Okay. But if you want, you can make notes. Okay. Now, roughly today's session is going to be approximately 2.5 hours. Okay. Roughly today's session is going to be approximately 2.5 hours. So you should be mentally ready for it. Ready? Are we ready to rock and roll now? Yes, yes. All right, let's get started. Okay. Now, so first thing is, so the first part of the session is your research part of it. Okay. Now, how many of you feel that you guys have never done research or you guys don't need to do research? Okay. Now, whoever you are, okay, it's not just PhDs who do research. Everybody does research. Okay. Whether you are an academic, you do research. Of course, academicians and PhD candidates do a lot of research. Whether you are a lawyer or a judge, even they do a lot of research. Research doesn't necessarily mean scientific. Okay, research can also mean that you are trying to look up previous information. Okay, lawyers look up information based on your case. They always look up previous cases as well. And you must have seen, if you have ever been to a lawyer, that they have almiras upon almiras of their judgments. Okay, or high court judgments or supreme court judgments. Okay, similarly, if you're a consultant, you do a crazy amount of research. If you're a financial consultant, you do a crazy amount of research. If you are a marketeer, okay, a marketeer always does tons and tons of advertisement research. Talk about operations, okay, talk about any inventor or any innovator, or talk about content creators. All of them do a lot of research. Okay, so whether you are a startup trying to solve a new problem, you will do research, or whether you are a corporate, okay, trying to make a new product, you also do a ton of research. Okay, so it's not just academicians or PhD candidates who do research. Everybody does some or the other amount of research. Let me give you the simplest example. All of you have researched, okay, your mobile phones, okay, or your refrigerators or washing machines whenever the Amazon some fest comes up. Yes or no? All of you have done, yes, absolutely. A lot of you must have done a lot of travel research as well. Ki how do I get the cheapest air tickets, okay, or which is the best hotel that I can use. Yes, some of you may have done car research as well, even when joining this course. Yes, absolutely. So all of us do a lot of research, and as you already know, research takes a lot of time. Yes or no? Research absolutely takes a lot of time because you have so many sources. You keep googling, you have 50 tabs open, and it's very difficult to find out, okay, what is the correct information. Okay, so in context of all of that, that is what we have for today's session. Okay, so how we are going to use AI to power our research, how are we going to use AI to collect all of that research. Okay, so basically if you find out 10 articles, it's not necessary that all 10 articles would be useful. Okay, so out of those 10 articles, maybe 7 articles would be useful, and then out of those 7 articles you take out the relevant information for you. Okay, and then after taking out the relevant information, you make a report. Isn't this how we would finish our research? Finally, when we make a report, or finally, when we take a decision, or finally, when we buy that cell phone from Amazon or Flipkart or offline, that is when our research finally ends. And that is when we close 50 tabs of our Chrome. Yes or no? Right? So, this is essentially what we're going to do today. This is what we're going to see. Kiacha, how can AI help in all of that? Okay, now as far as research goes, okay, it's very tedious, and a lot of times the information that we use is behind a paywall. Okay, how many times has it happened that you guys have tried to open up a news article, and it blocks you reading it because it will be like sign up for it or pay for it, then I'll let you read it. Yes or no? Okay, so of course sometimes information, especially news articles, are behind a paywall and we are not able to read it. Sometimes if you want to download a research paper, that website wants you to sign in, okay, or it's not letting you download it. Okay, and apart from that, even when you download a research paper, you have to read a lot of scientific articles just to get the point. Yes or no? I have personally hated reading research papers. Even when I was in college, it was a very difficult read. Reading a novel is easy, reading a research paper, not at all. Okay, so how about we use AI for all of that? Okay, now, so we're going to discuss a lot of AI tools that will help you in all of that. Right now, all I want you to do is just write the name of the tools in your notes. Not right now, when I teach it. At that time, you should just write the name of the tools in your notes. Nothing else. Okay, apart from that, just watch the session. This is going to be an amazing one. Now, the first thing is, how do you finish your research? The first part is researching it, drafting it, and then designing your report. Okay, so these are the three aspects that I am taking into account. सबसे पहले बात research, then how do you draft your research, or how do you draft your points, and then finally how you design your overall report. All right. Now, in short, okay, in short, there are three tools that you want. Okay, in short, for your research, you require essentially three tools. The first tool is Perplexity. Okay, why Perplexity? I want to ask you guys, why Perplexity? What's the difference between Perplexity or let's say ChatGPT? Why Perplexity? Yeah, of course, you can take a screenshot. No worries about it. Okay, why Perplexity? Exactly. Okay, exactly. Perplexity gives you references. Okay, or Perplexity gives you citations. And whenever you do research, you need citations. What is the source of this information? Okay, where did you get this information from? What is the reference of this? Okay, so which is why Perplexity is by far the first tool that should be present in anyone trying to do research. Okay, Perplexity is number one. Second, number two, okay, Gemini Deep Research. How many of you have checked out Deep Research by Gemini? Some of you have. I can see some of you have. Some of you are saying no, some of you are saying yes. We'll discuss about the deep research part of Gemini as well. And guys, trust me, it is crazy good. Okay, Gemini Deep Research, crazy good. Okay, now this was the second tool. Let's take the third tool. Okay, the third tool right now is your Notebook LM. How many of you have used Notebook LM? How many of you use Notebook LM? I see a lot of me's. I see some no's. I'm seeing a lot of no here. Great, no worries about it. We will be diving into Notebook LM as well. Okay. Now, truly for research, you need these three tools that are completely non-negotiable. Okay, but it's not enough. Okay, but it's not enough. We'll go ahead and we'll see more about these tools as well. Okay. Now let's get started. Where is my browser? All right, so my browser is right here. Now, everybody can see my screen? Yes, no? Everybody can see my screen? Yes. Can everybody see this research work using AI, Aman Saurav? Yes. All right. Perfect. 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 Guys, don't worry too much about it. You will get this. You will get this doc. Not right now. Okay. I don't want to give this to you right now, but I will be giving it to you later. Okay. Let's focus. Now, so whenever we do a lot of research, okay. All right. Is this better? Can everybody see this now? Readable? Yes, all right. Now, so whenever we do a lot of research, there are a couple of places where we would look. Okay, of course, we look at journals, newspapers, articles, research papers. Of course, a lot of us go to YouTube. Okay, let's say whenever we want to buy a mobile phone, we go to YouTube and we check out the reviews. Okay, or whenever we want to learn something, we go to YouTube and we check out the reviews. Similarly, of course, we can use books. A lot of books have a lot of information as well. Then we use social media. Sometimes Instagram reels also have a lot of small information in very bite-sized packages. And then of course reports or articles or maybe reports that companies give out or reports that the government takes out regarding environment, regarding any other thing. Okay, now for today's session, in order to show you how to do effective research, I have picked up three topics. Okay, so I've picked up three topics for today's session. The first topic is AI in edtech. The second topic is impact of EV on environment. And the third topic is self-improvement. Okay, all of us are here because we want to do a lot of self-improvement. Yes or no? Okay, so these are the three topics which I will be continuously changing as we are looking at different tools. Okay, as we are looking at different tools, these are the three topics I will continuously keep changing at. Okay, so first topic, AI in EdTech. Second topic, impact of EV on environment. And third topic is self-improvement. I'm pretty sure a lot EV is electric vehicles. Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of you must have read some book or the other for your self improvement. I noticed that somebody said a couple of books. Somebody said Think and Grow Rich. Somebody also said one more book. Right, Atomic Habits, The Secret, Ikigai. Yes, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Okay, so a lot of books like that. Okay, Eat That Frog, yes, also that. Okay, so we are going to take these three topics and we're going to go into in depth with all of these. Is everybody clear on today's plan? Clear, clear, clear. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So let's start with the first topic. Okay, guys. Now focus, everybody. Please stop. Please stop typing. Okay. Let's focus. Okay. Now let's look at the first topic, which is your journals, newspaper, or articles. Okay. So I have an article opened up right here. Okay. So I have an article opened up right here, and you can see I cannot even read the article. Okay. I cannot even read the second line of the article. Okay. So the article says OpenAI completes deal that values it at 500 billion. Okay, and I am not even able to read. Okay, so the moment I scroll it, it's so annoying. It's asking me to pay 25 rupees per week or 600 rupees per year. Is anybody of you going to pay this money? Is anybody of you going to pay this money? Okay, of course not, of course not. Somebody said yes. See, don't lie here. Okay, so of course I'm not going to pay any money to read this. Okay, so here's our first tool. Okay, so here is our first tool. So the first tool I'm going to use is something called remove paywalls. Okay, the first tool I'm going to show you is remove paywalls. Okay, guys, don't worry too much about it, just look at this right now. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to copy the link of the article. I have copied the link of the article and I'm going to remove paywalls. This is showing me an ad. I'm going to cross it out. Okay, so I don't have an ad blocker, otherwise these ads would also not be present. Okay, so I'm going to paste the article right here, pasted the article, pressed enter. Okay, now as you can see that we have a couple of options. Okay, either you will very directly get the entire article right here, as we can see. Okay, as we can see, we already have the entire article. Okay, without paying a dime. Okay, without paying a single rupee, we have gotten the entire article. Okay, but But just in case the first link doesn't work, okay, just in case the first link doesn't work, you can simply click on option 1 or option 2 or option 3 or option 4 or option 5, and I have seen that if the first option doesn't work, the second option 99.99% it works. Okay, so this is our first tool for today, which is called removepaywalls.com. Guys, please focus here. I don't want to keep repeating everything. Okay, so the first tool is removepaywalls.com. So for people who are asking me, is this ethical, is this legal, do not ever ask your friend for Netflix account ever again. Do not download Telegram, do not download songs illegally. Okay, only if you do all of that will you ask me ever again that is this unethical, is this legal, or is this anything else. Okay, yes, it is perfectly legal, because if it was not legal, this site would not have existed. Okay, and let's not talk about legality or ethicality. We are all Indians. Let's continue. Okay, so the first thing is, when we talk about journals, newspaper, or articles, the first thing that we have got is already for free. Okay, the first thing we have gotten already for free. Can we download it? Yes, of course you can download it. You can simply print it. Okay, so you can simply print it. The moment you print it, you can do it very easily. Okay, now, so the first thing that we got it was completely for free. Okay, because even though this news article was asking us to pay 600 rupees per year, okay, now I don't have to pay a single paisa. Okay, so the first thing, that is your journals, newspaper, or articles, we got it completely for free. Okay, now let's come down to books. Okay, let's come down to books. Okay, now I am very sure that a lot of you don't buy books anymore, but if you go to, let's say, railway stations, okay, you get books on the railway station for about 50 rupees, 100 rupees, yes or no? Okay, that is the cheapest that you get. Okay, but what if you could get it for completely for free? Okay, what if you could get it, oh, somebody said you also buy them on Kindle. Yes, of course, a lot of people also buy Kindle books as well. Okay, but how do you get them completely for free? Okay, so for that, yes, LibGen is a good idea. Okay, but for that we have one more thing called Anna's Archive. Okay, so we have one more website called Anna's Archive. Okay, now guys, if you remember, we were talking about self improvement. Okay, we were talking about self improvement. So guys, give me a couple of books that you want to use for self improvement. Okay, what books would you like to download for self improvement? Atomic Habits, Ikigai. I see two people say Ikigai at the same time. 5 a.m. Club. Okay, 5 a.m. Club sounds interesting. I haven't heard of 5 a.m. Club. Let's try 5 a.m. Club. So 5 a.m. Club. Okay, so 5 a.m. Club, pressing enter. Okay, and you will see. Okay, and you will see instantly I have 5 a.m. Club present right here, just 2.5 MB, and I can download it right away. Okay, and I can download it right away, as many servers as you want. Okay, now somebody also mentioned one more thing, 7 habits of highly effective people. Let's try this one. Okay, so 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, so we are all effective people right here, so let's try our 7 habits. Okay, so here we have 7 habits of highly effective people, and of course you can click on it and you can use any of these to download as well. Okay, let's try one more. Somebody also mentioned power of subconscious mind. So power of conscious, what's the spelling of subconscious? Conscious mind. Okay, and again we have this right here as well. We have in Gujarati, we have it in all of these. Okay, yes, all of these are completely virus free. Okay, none of these are going to have any virus, because again, Anna's Archive is a pretty popular website. You do not have to worry about that at all. Okay, guys, please don't raise hands. I am not going to look at it. Okay, so you can very easily download any book from here. Okay, you can very easily download any book from here. So let's say I'm going to download just one book. Let's say Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, so I can see the first book right here. I can download absolutely anyone, but I see a PDF right here. Okay, I see a PDF right here, so I'm going to click on this. Okay, and I'm going to click on, let's say, download. Okay, and I'm going to click on fast server download. And does it get downloaded? Okay, so it's asking me become a member to use fast download. No worries about it. I'm going to use a slow download. So I'm going to use a slow download. Okay, and it's going to download this in just 1 second. What about audiobooks? Now I'm going to let you search if you can download audiobooks. By the way, there is one more trick. Okay, by the way, so please wait 36 seconds to download this file. By the way, there is one more trick. If you want to download any type of file, guys, kindly stop talking. Okay, so by the way, you can use one more trick to download any sort of file. Okay, so let's say you want to download a PDF. Okay, so you do something like this. Let's take the example of Rich Dad Poor Dad. So Rich Dad Poor Dad download download file. Okay, now of course it will show you some links. Okay, it will of course show you some links, but I can see it showed me just one PDF link, then this is some other random link, then this is some Google Play Store link, this is some other random link. Okay, here's a trick. Okay, here's a trick. If you type something like file type colon PDF, okay, this thing here, let me zoom in. Okay, file type colon PDF, what will this do? Okay, if you do something like this, all the links that you see will be PDF. So PDF, 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 and PDF. Okay, so if you do this file type thing, now it will show you only that kind of file type. The reason it did not show here because this is a sponsored result, it's an ad, but the others, all of them are going to be PDF. Let's say you want a Word file. Okay, so file type doc. Okay, let me press enter, and you will see doc, doc, and all of these are doc files. Let's say you want PPT. Okay, so PPT. Okay, and you will see all you get are PPT files. Okay, now let's go back to our Anna's archive, and we can click on download now. Okay, because it showed me 38 seconds to download, and now as you can see, I can absolutely download it completely for free. Okay, guys, how is it going? And yes, you can download academic books, you can download religious books, you can download books in other languages as well. Okay, two sources already absolutely free. Okay, any newspaper completely free, any book completely free. Okay, are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Can we download comics? Maybe. Whatever you can find here, yes, you can download from here completely for free. Okay, completely for free. All right. So, journals, newspaper articles completely for free. Books completely for free. YouTube, by the way, is already free. Okay. Social media is already free, and reports, well, they are also generally free. Okay. So, now what are we left with? We are left with research papers. Okay, we are left with research papers. Okay, now how many times have you guys tried to research something? Okay, but that research paper was behind some website where you cannot get the research paper, you cannot even look at the research paper, you cannot even read the research. I'm seeing a lot of me in the chat here. Okay, so let's see what you can do in that case. Okay, now there are three resources that I want to give you here. Okay, there are three resources that I want to give you here. The first resource that I want to give you here is scihub.se. Now, I'm very sure a lot of you already know about scihub.se. Okay, I'm pretty sure already a lot of you know about scihub. Guys, please pay attention. I'm sure a lot of you already know about scihub.se. Yes, yes, yes. Do you guys know it? Yes? No? Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of yeses, I'm seeing a lot of no's. No worry about it at all. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to show you is scihub.se. Okay. The second thing that I want to show you is Elicit. Okay. We're going to discuss both. We are going to discuss both. Now, first, let me talk about elicit.com. Okay. First, let me talk about elicit.com. Can everybody see the name of the website right here? Elicit. Okay. So elicit.com. Now, what's so special about Elicit? Okay, what's so special about Elicit? Okay, so let me show you. Now, guys, we picked up three topics. Okay, we picked up three topics: AI in EdTech, EV on environment, and self improvement. Okay, so in this case, because we took self improvement in the previous one, here I want to take AI in EdTech. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in here AI in EdTech. Okay, pretty simple, nothing too complicated. AI in EdTech. Let me press enter. Okay, and let me show you the power of Elicit and AI. Okay, now, so I just gave it the topic. Okay, so I just gave it the topic, AI in education, and here, okay, and here is the best part. Okay, not only am I getting lots and lots of research papers. Okay, so AI in education, could AI democratize education, intelligence unleash an argument for AI in education. Okay, so not only have I gotten a lot of research papers right here, but we are also getting a summary. Okay, we are also getting the summary. Okay, so AI in education transform traditional methods, da da da. Okay, AI in education has potential for this. Okay, not only this, not only this. Okay, so okay, I have gotten a summary, but I don't know if this research paper contains what I want to know. Okay, I am not sure if this research paper is really relevant to me. Okay, so let's say my edtech, okay, let's say my edtech wants to know, should we put AI in younger kids, for example. Okay, for example, let's say, should we put AI in education of younger kids? Okay, or does AI help teachers in delivering content much better? Okay, so what we can do is we can also chat with this paper. Okay, I can basically ask it. Okay, I can basically ask it, what are three important points in this paper? Okay, without reading it, what are three important points in this paper? Okay, give just the highlights in a single line for each. As simple as that. Let me press enter. Okay, what are the three important points in this paper? Just give me the highlights in a single line each. Okay, so in this case, that's no worries. Okay, so in this case, let me talk about this one. AI enables personalized, which is the first one, a review of personalized learning. Okay, so I can say the first one. Okay, so now what it will do, video is lagging, don't worry if the video is lagging, you can see my screen properly, right? Okay, you can see my screen properly, right? Right, and now I can see what are the key highlights here. Okay, and now we can see what are the key highlights here. Okay, so the key highlights in the first paper is AI does this, AI does this, and key challenges involve this. Okay, so now if you feel that yes, this is relevant to me, okay, yes, this is relevant to me, then of course you can go ahead and download it. Is it free? Yes, it is completely free. So far so good. So far so good. No, elicit.com is not payable. As you can see, I am using the completely free app. Okay, I am using the completely free app. Okay, now let's say you want to download this paper. Okay, now let's say you want to download this paper. Okay, and of course, let's say I click on it. Okay, and maybe this is not giving me an option to download this paper. Okay, remember I told you one more website. Okay, remember I told you one more website. Okay, so I'm going to select this. Okay, I have selected this. Okay, let me go to Sci-Hub. Let me press all of this right here. Okay, I can use Sci-Hub for this. Okay, and here I go. Okay, I have gotten the entire paper. Okay, I've gotten the entire paper, and so I can see it's saying that the paper is recent. We can see, is it available? I think it's available. Okay, yes, I think it's available. Let's check it out. Okay, and yes, we have it available. Okay, now in case it's not available on Sci-Hub, and see, here we have it. Okay, here we have the entire paper, full text article in PDF. Click here. Okay, and just in case if you don't find this here, you can always go back to the first website that I gave you, which was not remove paywalls. Okay, which was Anna's archive. Okay, you can go to this and you will also highly likely, maybe you can find this here, maybe you not. If not, just go to Google. Okay, file type, PDF. Okay, and there you go, you have gotten the PDF version of it, PDF version of it, PDF version of it, and PDF version of it. Okay, so let me quickly recap what we have done in the past 5 minutes. Okay, let me quickly recap what we have done in the past 5 minutes. Okay, so first thing, we got any newspaper article completely for free without any ads. Second thing, we were able to download any book again completely for free with the help of Anna's archive. Okay. Third thing, we were able to get we were able to get any research paper, their summary, and what are they about with the help of elicit.com. Okay, we were able to get this, and then of course we were also able to download this with the help of Sci-Hub as well. Okay, going good, guys, going good. Okay, but then I told you about one more thing. Okay, but then I told you about one more thing. Okay, but then I told you about one more thing that I want to show you. Okay, and that is consensus. Okay, and that is consensus. Now, guys, please do not worry about the tools. Guys, please do not worry about the tools. The reason why you should not worry about the tools is that, okay, the reason why I should not worry about the tools is that I have everything mentioned right here. Okay, see, I have every link mentioned right here. But if you're not going to let me teach you, then I will not be able to deliver an effective session. Okay, I have already prepared everything. See, I have Elicit, I have removed paywalls. Okay, I have Anna's archive. So do not worry at all. Okay, I have got each and every link for you. Is that clear? Clear. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead. Okay. Now I want to show you consensus.app. Okay. Now what's so special about this? Okay, what's so special about this? Okay. Now I want to ask you, have you ever had an argument with your relative where your relative says, scientifically this happens, scientifically that happens? Has that ever happened to you where you have gotten into an argument with a relative? And so I recently got into an argument with a relative, okay, and she said, you should not put food on microwave because microwave kills all of your nutrients. Okay. Uh, Okay. And then the other day, okay, and then the other day, I got into an argument with a friend, and they are like, you should not take creatine or protein because it bloats you, it does this, it does that. Okay. So a lot of time things like this happen. Okay. And of course, it's not possible that we are able to give them scientific proof right then and there. Okay. But what if you could give scientific papers right then and there? Okay, what if you could give scientific papers right then and there? Okay, that is what consensus is. Okay, that is what consensus is. Now let's take a simple example. Okay, let's take a simple example. Okay, so let's say I had an argument with my friend, and my friend says you should not take creatine if you are working out. Creatine is not good for you. Creatine is harmful. Creatine is this, creatine is that. Okay, how many of you have heard of creatine? Has anybody heard of creatine? I don't want you guys to Google it today. Okay, but how many of you have heard of it? Okay, so creatine is something that a lot of people who are working out, they usually use it. It helps in recovery. Okay, so a lot of people say that taking creatine helps in recovery. Okay, but of course there's no scientific proof. And if you go to YouTube, okay, and if you go to YouTube, everybody is selling creatine. Yes or no? Okay, every influencer will give you their own brand of creatine. It doesn't matter whether it's actually good or not. Okay, so here is what you can use consensus for. Okay, so let me show you that with the example. So let's say if I ask it, is creatine is creatine healthy uh, for people who work out? Okay, let's say simple question. Okay, simple question, is creatine healthy for people who work out? Let me press enter. Okay, now the best part about consensus, okay, the best part about consensus is that not only will it give you all the research papers, okay, all the citations, but the best part is it will actually give you an opinion. Okay, it will actually give you an opinion. Let's check this out. Okay, so what is consensus telling us? Okay, so consensus is telling me, my question is creatine healthy for people who work out? The answer is yes. Okay, we have a majority of people who say yes. Okay, and not just this. Okay, so we have about 13 research papers that says yes. We have two research papers that says possibly. We have two research papers that give us mixed results, and we have zero research papers saying no. And not just this, not just this, guys, please focus. Not just this, you can actually go through the reading that we are getting. Okay, so effective for exercise performance. So here, not only is it giving you the gist, of what it has gotten from scientific papers. It is also giving you all the references. Okay, so if I click on this one, in this particular PDF, I am getting the details, or in this particular research paper, and you can see green is yes. Okay, so yellow is possibly, and then of course 8 is sorry, this dark whatever color it is, this is our mixed result. Okay, so we are getting every bit of research done for us with citations, okay. Do you think a relative can ever be able, will ever be able to argue with you and ask you about scientifically? Okay, never again. Okay, never again. You do not have to depend on YouTube, you do not have to depend on Google. Okay, you have Consensus app giving you live results with an opinion, with scientific papers completely ready for you. Okay, they will still say it's fake. Now we cannot do anything about those relatives. Our relatives are also fake. Okay, yes, this is completely free as well. If anything is paid, I will let you know that it's paid, but otherwise assume that everything is free. Okay, all right guys, great, great. No, not just scientific papers, for any opinion. Okay, for any opinion at all. So Consensus is basically when you ask it for a, when you ask it a question and ask for its decision. Have I signed up? I have signed up. I have signed up, but it's a free account. As you can see, it's asking me to upgrade, but of course I will not upgrade at all. Okay, all right, let's continue. Let's continue guys. Now I want to show you one final thing as well. Please guys, focus. I want to show you one final thing as well, which is something really, really cool. Okay, which is something really cool, and which is called lit maps. Where is that? Right. Okay, and then we have something called lit maps. Lit maps is basically literature maps. Okay, so lit maps is basically literature maps. Now, what literature map does, okay, what literature map does is basically it correlates several scientific papers. Okay, it correlates several scientific papers. By that, what do I mean? Okay, so let me search for something here. Okay, guys, please focus. So let's search for AI in, let's not do AI net, let's say impact of EV on environment. Okay, impact of EV on environment. Okay, so in that case, what you will see, okay, in that case, what you will see, okay, of course, we have a lot of research papers, okay, but not just that, okay, not just that. What you can do is you can basically select any one particular thing. Okay, oh, I made a slight error. Let's go back. Okay, okay, let this be. Okay, so what you can do here is you can basically select this. Okay, and it will show you, okay, this article is related to these three articles by some particular link. Okay, or let's say you are trying to find out what is one particular research paper related to. Okay, or let's say you're trying to find out similar research papers. Okay, you can use this to find out similar research papers. Okay, let's try this once again. Okay, so let's try AI in edtech. Okay, so let's try AI in edtech. Okay, so as you can see, we have this particular type of thing. Okay, let's try this one. Why is that going? Let's try this one. Okay, let's try this one. Where is the map feature? Where is the map feature? Okay, no worries about it. Oh, sorry, right. Okay, so we have that right here. Can it be used for meta-analysis? Yes, absolutely, you can use it for meta-analysis. Okay, so now what is going to do? Okay, now that you have selected a research paper, it will show you what other research papers are present. Okay, what other relatable research papers are present which are related to this particular one. Okay, how easy, how easy does that make your research? Okay, so now all you really have to do is you just have to click on this. You've got the name, and to download it, I have already told you 3 4 more sources. Okay, so you can basically use this, you can get a gist of it, and if it's useful, you can download it as well. Lit map is basically showing you how closely related two research papers are. Okay, lit map basically shows you how closely related two papers are. Clear? Clear? So let's go back to this right here. Okay, so let's go back to our research paper right here. Okay, and we now have our research papers completely for free as well. Okay, we now have our research papers completely for free as well. Okay, now, now that you have collected all the research papers. Okay, now by the way, I do want to show you one more thing. Okay, I do want to show you one more thing. Let's go to Perplexity. Okay, let's go to Perplexity. Do I have Perplexity open here? No, I don't. No worries. Okay, let's go to Perplexity. Okay, and what do you, Arsha? Let's focus here. Okay, now let's say you go to Perplexity. Okay, and let's say you want to research on a topic. What topic would you guys like to research on? I give you three topics. What topics would you like to research on? AI in education. All right, let's do AI in education. Okay, so I'm going to say, give me research papers on AI in edtech. Okay, not education, AI in edtech. Okay, so let me press enter. Okay, I'm going to do blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, and now as you can see, okay, and now as you can already see, I have gotten a lot of papers. Okay, I've gotten this paper. Okay, I've gotten this one. It has given me a summary and then all the links of the papers. Okay, so we all know Perplexity already does this thing. Okay, we all know Perplexity does this thing. Amit, uh, should I teach or should I answer your questions? Should I teach or should I answer your questions? Okay, teach. All right. So let me teach. Now let's continue. Okay. So as I was saying that, right. So as I was saying that Perplexity already does this. Okay. But what if you want an entire, what if you want an entire report out of it? Okay. What if you want an entire report out of it? In that case, we can go to Gemini. Okay. And Gemini has an absolutely amazing thing right here. Okay. Gemini has an absolutely amazing thing right here, which is called deep research. Okay, which is called deep research. Let me click on deep research. Okay, now what would you guys like to deep research? I think let's do impact of EV on environment. Okay, let's do. Okay, so people are saying the other things as well. I think I got a very interesting topic: plastic cleaning in remote areas. How to how to become billionaire. Good one, good one. Impact of AI on jobs. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. Somebody also said AI in audit, but let's not take that one right way. But I think this one was a good one. Impact of AI on jobs. Okay, so let's do impact of AI on jobs. On jobs. Okay, let's say in India. Okay, because let's narrow it down. Okay, and let's put it as in 2026. Okay, so that you know we have a much more condensed idea and it's not so broad. Okay, so I'm going to press enter. Okay, and what is this deep research going to do? Okay, it's first going to think कि अच्छा what is my topic. Okay, then it is going to give me a plan. Okay, so now as you can see it's going to give me a plan. ठीक है कि here is the plan I have put together. Okay, so it is going to research websites. As you can see, it's going to do all of this research. Okay, then it is going to analyze the report, then it's going to analyze what it has gotten, and then it's going to create a report. Okay, of course if I want I can edit anything right here. I can edit the plan, but right now I don't want to edit it. I'm going to let it say start research. Okay, now deep research does take some time. Okay, deep research, Pritham, I'll answer your question at the end. Okay, Pritham, I'll answer your question at the end. Now deep research does take time, but it gives you a very comprehensive plan. Okay, it gives you a very comprehensive report. So I'm going to let it work. Okay, I am going to let it work, and in the meanwhile let's go back to one more tool. But before I go to another tool, let's quickly recap whatever we have done so far. Okay, all right. Now I want you guys to keep answering me. Okay. Now, first thing. Okay. How did we access, guys? Please focus. How did we access newspapers for free? How did we access newspaper for free? Correct. Remove paywalls. Perfect. Perfect. Second thing. How did we download books for free? Perfect. Anna's archive. Perfect. Okay. Now, how did we get a summary of research papers for free, or how did we get a summary with the help of AI? With elicit.com. Perfect. Okay. From where can we download research papers completely for free? Perfect. Sci-hub.se. Okay. Perfect. From where can we now provide scientific evidence when we are arguing with our relatives? Consensus.app. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Now, from where can we get similar research papers? Okay, perfect. Lit maps. Okay. Now, is everybody clear on whatever we have discussed so far? Clear? Everybody is up to date, whatever we've discussed so far? Perfect. Okay. Now, next thing, why do we use Perplexity? We use Perplexity because it gives us sources. Okay. And right now, what is on the screen? Right now on the screen is basically deep search by Gemini. Okay. What it does is whenever you give it a topic, okay, Abhinandan, I'll answer your question. Just give me a second. Okay. So right now, what deep research does is basically makes a plan, okay, and then it executes the plan, then it will give us a report. Okay, so I'm going to let it work, guys. There's nothing going on the video. Why are you saying video is stuck? Okay, my video is working, right? My face is working, right? So the video is not stuck, don't worry about it, right? Let's continue. Okay, so this is all the part where we are basically collecting all the information. Okay, but collecting all the information is not enough. Okay, now you actually need to understand that information as well. Okay, we need to digest it, we need to keep referencing it for something or the other. Okay, so for that, the absolute best thing that we have is Notebook LM. Okay, again, completely for free. Okay, it is completely for free. Mohan, don't worry about it. Okay, Mohan, Sushil, I have got you here. Okay, let's continue. Now, so now we have Notebook LM. Okay, so Notebook LM is completely for free. You guys can keep talking to yourself. I'm not going to answer questions right now. Okay, so Notebook LM is completely for free. And what you can do in Notebook LM is you can basically add all of your research and then you can talk to Notebook LM. What do I mean by that? Okay, and I personally use a lot of Notebook LM. Okay, as you can see, I personally use quite a lot of Notebook LM whenever I have to do something. Okay, if you remember, I mentioned that I do a lot of corporate trainings as well. So when I gave a corporate training at Snitch, I used Notebook LM. Okay, when I had to do a corporate training at Wanbury, I used Snitch. Sorry, I use Notebook LM as well. So I personally use a lot of Notebook LM. Okay, and how do you use Notebook LM? Very simple. Just search for Notebook LM Google. Okay, click on try Notebook LM. Okay, and let's create a new Notebook LM completely from scratch. Okay, now guys, this is going to be important, so I want your complete and 100% attention and focus, because this is going to be very useful to you. You may have seen this on any AI tool workshop that you attended, but it's still relevant that you focus on this. Okay, so let me create a new workshop, create a new workbook. Okay, now when you create a new workbook, okay, you are greeted with this screen. Okay, and let's look at it for just 1 second, then I'll come back to this once more. Okay, so in Notebook LM, what you can do is you can add sources. Okay, so here we can add any type of sources. Okay, sources simply means files or knowledge or library of documents. Okay, those documents can be Word, PDF, videos, music, whatever. Okay, so as you can see, the supported file types are PDF, TXT, Markdown, audio. These are all images. Okay, and then of course we can add files directly from your Google Drive. Okay, or we can add the link to a website such as a blog or anything else. Okay, we can also add YouTube videos as links as well. Okay, or you can simply paste in some text directly. Okay, so either you can upload any of these files. Okay, or you can directly, if you have files present on your Google Drive, you can directly upload the files directly from Google Drive. Okay, you can add the link to a website, to YouTube videos, and I'll show you examples of that as well. Or you can simply paste in text. Okay, so right now I'm going to cross it out. Okay, so right now I'm going to cross it and I'm just going to ask you one simple question, and then I'll come back to this. Okay, so how many of you have not used Notebook LM? How many of you have not used Notebook LM? All right, I'm seeing a lot of, okay, I'm seeing a lot of people have not used Notebook LM. No worries about this. No worries about this. Let's continue. Okay, now this is what Notebook LM looks like. Okay, so everybody, let's focus, because again, like I said, this is important and this will help you a crazy amount. Let's focus. Okay, so first thing is you can rename the notebook right here. Okay, so let me rename this to Aman's Notebook LM. Okay, so let me rename this to Aman's Notebook LM. Okay, and if you will see here that we have three windows right here. Okay, so here we have the sources part, here we have the chat part, and here we have the studio part. In the sources part, you add your documents, okay, such as PDF, such as research papers that you have downloaded, such as YouTube videos you have watched. Anything can be used as a source. Okay, so search the web for news sources. This is a new thing. I'm not going to worry about this right now, but I want to show you other things as well. Okay, then we have this chat feature. This is where I get information from my sources. Okay, and then we have the studio. The studio thing allows you to transform your sources. Okay, the studio thing allows you to transform your sources. By allows you to transform your sources, what do I mean by that? Okay, you can basically convert your research paper into a small podcast with the help of audio overview. You can convert it into a video overview as well, and we will make all of that. Don't worry about it, we will make all of that. Okay, you can make a mind map, you can make reports, you can make flashcards, quizzes, infographics, slide deck, and everything. And yes, I am going to show you each and everything. Guys, please stop raising hands. uh, let me finish, then of course I'll be answering each and every question. Okay, so let's not raise hands now. So like I said, let's take some particular topic. Okay, so right here I have some YouTube videos open. Okay, so as you can see that I have two topics opened up here. I have self improvement topic opened up right here. Okay, and I can see there's a 7-minute video here, there's a 25-minute video here. Okay, and then I can see some shorts here, and then I can see a 33-minute video here, top 10 rules to win in 2025. Okay, now let's say I don't have the time to go through all of this. Okay, or of course we can take the other topic as well. Okay, which is your AI in edtech. Okay, so as you can see how edtech startups are leveraging AI for education, but this is a 1 hour 14 minutes video. Okay, how many of you have the time to actually go through one of this? Okay, and then we have another video by Sal Khan. This is again a 15-minute video. Okay, 1 hour 15 here, 1 hour 15 here, and then we have a 44-minute video here as well. Okay, how many of you have the time to actually go through this? Does anybody have the time? Of course not. Okay, so in that case, how do we use Notebook LM? Okay, so in that case, how do we use Notebook LM? Okay, so let's take this one, because I'm liking this one a little bit more as compared to the previous topic. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click on here, and I'm going to copy the link. Okay, copy the link of the YouTube video. So copied the link of the YouTube video. Now I'm going to go back to Notebook LM, and I'm going to add it as a source. Okay, so I'll click on add sources. Okay, you can see sources here. Now just in case if you do not see this source like this way, it is possible that it might have collapsed. Okay, it is possible that it might have collapsed. So in that case, just click on this expand panel here. Okay, and then this will open up. Okay, so now you can add your sources. Okay, so the same window pops up which popped up at the very beginning. Okay, now since in this case I am adding a YouTube video. Okay, so I'm going to go down right here, I'm going to click on YouTube, and I'm going to paste the YouTube link. Okay, As simple as that. Okay. Have I done anything over complicated so far? Have I done anything that is over complicated so far? No, it's pretty simple. Yes or no? Okay. Yes, multilingual videos are also supported. Yes, you are right. Multilingual videos are also supported. We'll come back to that. Okay. Now let's continue. So I have added one video, okay, which was I think a 1 hour 15-minute video. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now I want to also add this 15-minute video. So I'm going to copy this link as well. Okay, go back to NotebookLM, add sources, YouTube, add this, insert, okay, and let's add one more. Okay, let's add one more. This 44-minute video. So I'm going to copy the link right here. I'm going to go back to NotebookLM, add sources, okay, YouTube, paste the link, insert, and done. Okay, now of course, if let's say I want to add some more sources, okay, let's say if I want to add some more sources, but I don't want to find them. Okay, I don't want to find them. Now, here is an amazing trick. Okay, here is an amazing trick. Okay, so go to add sources. Okay, go to add sources and click on discover sources. Okay, click on discover sources. So when you click on discover sources, okay, now you do not have to manually search sources. Okay, you can see right here that the cursor is blinking right here. Search the web for news sources. Okay, now what is my topic? My topic is AI in education. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so AI in ed tech. Okay, so let me press enter. Okay, now what this is going to do, okay, let it do its thing, then I'll show you. Okay, so now it's what it's going to do is it's going to give me a lot of links or files or websites that it thinks are relevant to my question. Okay, by the way, one more thing that I want to show you. Oh, it has already given me some research. Okay, so as you can see, okay, as you can see, so fast research completed, we have 7 more sources. Okay, so I can see we have 10 best AI edtech platforms, we have edtech funding dropping again, we have intelligent tutoring system and all of that. Okay, so I'm going to click on view. Okay, so that I can see if that is actually relevant to me or not. Okay, can NotebookLM be used to compare codes? I don't think so. Okay, guys, let's focus. Okay, 10 best AI edtech platforms. Is this relevant to my research about AI in edtech? Is this relevant to my research about AI and edtech? Of course, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to unselect this. Okay, because I don't want to know what 10 people are making most money in AI. Okay, so I don't want to know that. Okay, edtech funding drops again. I don't want to know this as well. Okay, changing role of educators. Okay, this seems relevant. Are AI tutors reliable? Okay, this is also relevant. The ethics of using AI in K-12. Okay, this is also relevant. Data governance, blah blah blah. And I think the rest of them are also relevant. So whatever was not relevant, I unselected those. Okay, and whatever I feel are relevant, I'm going to import all of that. Okay, and thus, okay, and thus now I have a lot of sources for my topic. Is this part is just collecting the sources part. Is that clear to everyone? Yes. Now, what also you could have done, okay, what also you could have done is instead of these YouTube videos, okay, let's say you're actually looking at research papers. Okay, so what you could have also done is instead of adding sources and these YouTube videos, you could have added your PDF files as well. Okay, you could have simply dropped in all of your research papers. Okay, so you could have simply dropped in all of your research papers and this would have helped you as well. Is that clear? Got it? All right. Now comes the best part. Okay, now comes the best part. Are you guys ready for it? Are you guys ready for it? No break right now. No, guys, no break right now. I am on a very good flow. I believe the rest of you are also on a very good flow. No break right now. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Okay. Now, here's the next amazing thing. Okay. I don't necessarily have to use all of the sources all of the time. Okay, now maybe right now I just want to use the YouTube videos. Okay, so let's go back to this YouTube one. The first video name was how edtech startups are leveraging AI for education. Okay, so where is that video? Right here. Okay, how edtech startups are leveraging AI for education. Okay, so I'm going to select this. What do you think this means right now? Okay, what do you think this means right now? So since I have selected this and I have not selected the others, okay, Notebook LM is only going to consider this particular source for asking information. Is that clear? Yes, as you can see, everybody, as I can see, everybody is understood it. Perfect, perfect. Yes, scanned documents also work. Yes, scanned documents also work. Perfect. Okay, now let's say that I have a question. Okay, let's say I have a question. Okay, what are the key 5 points in this video? As simple as that. Okay, so pressing enter. Okay, and now Notebook LM will go through the video, okay, and it will get me what are the 5 relevant points. Okay, so I no longer have to go through that 1 hour 15-minute video because it is going to give me everything. Okay, and guys, focus. Not only is it going to summarize you and give you everything, okay, not only is it going to summarize and give you everything, it also gives you sources, citations. Okay, so if you'll see this right here, AI enables highly personalized and adaptive learning experiences. Okay, and you will see there is this one present right. If I click on this one, okay, it is exactly showing me in the transcript where I found this. Okay, so and that product is scaled to a fairly large footprint, blah 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 blah. So basically, it gives you the entire citation for it or the exact source where it got that information. Okay, let's talk about this particular one. Okay, and yes, it will also go through that and tell you exactly where it found that particular thing. How can we confirm that information? It's giving the source, right? You still have to check. You should check whether it is correct or not. Okay, you still obviously have to check whether it is correct or not. Okay, now let's focus because guys, this is important, so I want to continue. Okay, let's focus here. Now, by default, okay, by default, guys, focus. By default, this chat is not saved. By default, this chat is not saved, so you actually have to save it. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have no output. Studio output will be saved here. As you can see right now, it's blank. By default, this chat is not saved. Okay, so you actually have to save it. Okay, so when I clicked on save to note, now it's generating a note. Okay, and now this has basically given me a note. Okay, all right, now let's continue. Okay, guys, I'm not going to answer questions right now because I'm on a flow and I want to teach right now. Let's focus. Okay, now, so what I did right now is I converted this into a note, but I can do more. Okay, I can do more. Now let's say I have gotten, okay, let's say I have gotten the most important points from that video. Okay, let's say that that video had 10 let's say that video had 10 points, out of which I have extracted the 8 points which are relevant to me. So video which contains 10 points, and then out of that I have extracted 8 points which are important to me. Okay, so now if I ask a question, should I ask it to the video which has 10 points, or should I ask it to the source which has 8 points which are relevant to me? Correct. Okay, so now I should change my source. Okay, now I should no longer be asking questions to the 10 points one, rather I should now be asking questions to the 8 points which are more relevant to me. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, now why am I saying this? Okay, so now what you can do is you can basically go right here and you can convert this to source. Okay, so now you have already filtered out the juice from your research, and now you can convert that juice into your source. Okay, so now if you will see, we have EdTech AI personalized. Now we just added this one. Okay, EdTech AI personalized, EdTech AI personalized. We have just converted this one. Okay, so you can unselect all of those. You can just use this note and ask questions right here. Is that clear to everyone? Okay, so you have gotten all the important points, and now you are only focused on the important points only. Now you no longer have to worry about any other useless topic. How amazing is that? Okay, and okay, not done, not done, not done. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, so let's see what more can we do with this. Okay, so what more can we do with this? Okay, so here I have the note that I just selected. Okay, so here I have the note I just selected, and I can create a audio overview out of it. Okay, now I could have changed a couple of things, but I just clicked it because I just want to show you something. Okay, you can create a video overview out of it as well. Audio overview takes 2 3 minutes. Video overview takes longer, but you will be amazed at what we see here. Okay, and then of course we can make a mind map out of it as well. Yes, I'm going to show you mind map of it as well. Okay, now mind map gets done pretty quickly. Okay, mind map gets done pretty quickly. Okay, now you can use reports as well. You can create your own briefing doc, you can create study guide, blog post. I personally haven't really used it. Okay, let's say you have some research paper and you want to make a blog post out of it. Okay, or let's say you have a couple of research papers and you want to give it to your students. Okay, so that they I'll answer your question. Okay, so that they can basically get a brief understanding, okay, of what that is present. Okay, so you can use all of these report formats as well, and it will completely prepare it for you. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let me show you what is the mind map, because as you can see, the mind map is prepared. Yes, all of this is completely free. The mind map is prepared, the video overview and the audio view are still generating. Okay, so let me show you the mind map. Okay, and guys, this is the mind map. Okay, let's focus. Okay, so the topic was edtech in AI. Okay, so now we have a very interactive mind map. AI enables personalized adaptive learning. What does that mean? Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, okay, so how does it help me? Okay, so how does it help me? It helps me by delivering individualized content, instant feedback, continuously adjust difficulty, foundation in English skills, English helper, and so on. Okay, now let's say you want to get into detail into something. Okay, ki, acha, what does this continuously adjust difficulty means? All you have to do is you just have to click on it. Okay, and instantly it will take you to the source. Okay, instantly it will take you exactly to the point, okay, where it got that information from. Okay, as you can see, it will instantly take you to that part. Okay, let's say I want to know. Okay, so let's say I want to know more about this particular part, explainable AI critical, blah blah blah. Let me click on this. Okay, and instantly it will go to that, as you can see right here. Okay, I clicked on something and it's going to instantly get that source. Okay, so that now I can actually go into detail in this. Okay, yes, we're going to take a break for in just a minute. Okay, but how crazy is this? Okay, how crazy is this? Okay, now maybe the audio overview is done. Let me see. No, the audio overview is not yet done. No worries about it. Okay, now at this point, okay, now at this point, let's take a break. Okay, so by the time when we come back to the break, we have three things that I would like to show you. Okay, but let me show you. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Okay, so when I told you that I use a lot of this. Okay, so let me show you that when I went to snitch to so when I went to snitch to basically deliver my session. Okay, let me show you the mind map right here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the notebook LM feature. Okay, focus here. This is the notebook LM feature mind map. Okay, let me click on this. Okay, and guys, check it out. Okay, audio and video features. It gives you all the sources. You can go into as much detail as you want. Okay, so pretty cool thing. Now we'll take a very quick break. Okay, but we're not going to take a long break. Let's take a 5 minute music. Yes, Yes, we'll play music as well. Okay, so we'll take a 5 minutes break, not a long break, because again I have a lot to cover today. Okay, we no, not 10 minutes. No, guys, not 10 minutes. You guys want 10 minutes? You guys want 10 minutes? अच्छा चलो ठीक है. Okay, 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 okay. All right, all right, all right. We'll do 10 minutes. All right, we'll do 10 minutes. Okay, all right. So we'll do 10 minutes break. Okay, and then we will come back, guys. Like I already said, today's session is going to be likely 2.5 hours. Okay, so most likely it's going to go up to that. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly give you a break for 10 minutes. Let's play some music. And in the meanwhile, anybody that wants to add me on LinkedIn can add me on LinkedIn as well. Okay, till that time, let me all right. Can everybody see this? Okay. Can everybody just give me a second? Let me change this. Let's do, oh, no, let's do a 10 minute skip. All right. So this is a 10. Can everybody see this thing right here? Yes. All right. So let me do this. Let me start this. Okay. So guys, you have a 10 minutes break only. Okay. Come back. Those who want to add me on LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn profile right here. Yes, I'm going to play some music and we'll be back in 10 minutes.